Thank you, darling. It's interesting how the truth can sometimes seem might malleable, depending upon your point of view.
Like how those dime novels make you out to be something you're not?
Jack, don't be starting trouble.
No, he's right. They do tend to exaggerate.
Did they exaggerate your part in taking down the Daltons?
Well, I was there in the flesh, boy, so I saw what happened firsthand.
Episódio 6. Dalton. Irmãos Dalton. Os irmãos Dalton.
Those Daltons were lawmen once, before they all went bad, robbing banks and trains clear across the territory. Until Coffeeville, of course. I was one of the citizens who took up arms that day.
Fighting on the side of the riot?
I did my best, sir. We all did. It was early morning. One of my friends was a local gunsmith, and he handed out firearms to anybody who'd take one. You see, the Daltons got it in their heads to rob two banks at the same time. Two banks on the same damn street.
Caralho, voltei pra essa cidade de novo.
Story was Bob Dalton's girl was always riding him about how he had no ambition. Oh, you're nobody next to Jesse James, she'd say. Finally, the bastard took his brothers to Coffeeville just to shut her up.
Right. It's always the woman's fault.
Well, the locals recognized the Daltons right off. Before they could get away, half the town took up arms to defend their property. Their first mistake was pulling a job in their own damn hometown. The boys grew up in Coffeeville, so everybody knew. The bank teller tricked them, telling them the time lock on the safe wouldn't open till... The bank teller tricked them, telling them the time lock on the safe wouldn't open till 9:30. Well, that gave the locals enough time to prepare an ambush for those sons of bitches.
Hey, we got us evil. What's holes in them?
Tá? Então, tira por perto. Cadê? Deve estar aqui, né?
The brothers paid dearly for their stupidity, but everybody knows they had it coming.
There's more to it than that. I read all about that day, so I know for a fact that it went down very differently. First of all, it was high noon. A posse of U.S. deputy marshals were on the rooftop across the street.
Get ready, boys.
The lawmen had been tracking the Daltons for months. Now they finally had them dead to rights. Among them was a bounty hunter feared by many a lawbreaker. This man had no intention of letting the Daltons slip away. They met an adversary that day who had no fear and offered them no quarter. The marshals tried to get the Daltons to surrender.
They'll give up eventually. We just gotta wait the son of the bitches out.
This bounty hunter knew that the brothers were far too proud to ever lay down their guns. went in there alone to confront those criminals. One of the marshals shouted, "Where are you going? Are you crazy?"
Hey, where do you think you're going, dumbass? That rifle's mine.
But he paid him no mind. He saw a way to get around to the back of the bank.
Ih, cara, era aliado. Sorte que não tem fogo amigo.
Then he figured out how to hit the Daltons from a direction they weren't expecting.
Tinha alguém ali atrás ou foi impressão minha?
From above. Fortunately, a water tower was right there.
Engraçado que eu sou pistoleiro, aí um cara no salão tá contando uma história. Tá certo.
A moment later, he was climbing up a steep ladder, laughing at danger as he did.
Subindo a escada rindo de perigo. Aí tá exagerando, hein, filho?
It was brave men like him who risked their lives to tame this wild country.
Nossa, quase que... Claro que eu tinha que me machucar caindo numa quedinha de 2 metros de altura, né?
We've got company.
Heroic men like him, who did what other men couldn't or wouldn't to make this country free. Jim Bowie and Davy Crockett, who died defending the Alamo.
Is that Silas Greaves? Son of a bitch!
Tô louco pra quem andou 2 polícias, cara. Sério que ainda não foi headshot? Tiro. Aí tá mentindo, ele tá abusando do direito de mentir. Tá mais mentiroso do que eu desviando de bala aqui. Ah, que bom que eu morri. Pelo menos agora eu vou pegar pepita. Dificuldade de passar ali, viu?
Over there!
Aí! Sem nexo, mano. Aquela hora não era pro cara ter agachado. Tudo bem que o comando era o mesmo, mas não era pra ele ter agachado.
That's Silas Greaves! What the hell?
He came away victorious, taking down those thieving Daltons.
Show yourself, coward!
Engraçado, eu contando a história, eu invadi pela porta da frente. Vou tirar os Assassin's Creed Origins da lista. Quem sabe no próximo mês. Deu $44. Caralho. Vou pegar a Tomb Raider porque tá sempre ficando mais caro. O PDP 1 e o Alan Wake e o Quantum Break. Cara, eu não pegaria o Quantum Break se eu fosse você.
His name
pegaria só o Alan
Silas
Wake.
Greaves. And when the
Eu
dust
tenho o
finally
Alan Wake
settled,
antigo
he was the
do
last
seu
man
remaster.
standing.
Mas, cara, não vou mentir, mano. Aquele jogo me deixou
Sorry,
muito
kid, but that
confuso.
just wasn't the way it
Chegou uma
happened.
hora lá que eu já não sabia o que eu tinha que fazer. Tá, agora
It
eu
was
vou
early
contar a
evening,
verdadeira
not high
versão.
noon.
A primeira versão foi eu mentindo, a segunda foi a versão de que o cara leu, agora a
I was
versão
late
que
to the
realmente
party and
aconteceu.
Coffeeville was already up in arms. The Daltons blew up a safe, and were all set to hightail it out of there.
Não dá pra testar? $1.000?
Those pathetic deputies surrounding the bank were dropping like flies.
Mano, a realidade é, eu só tenho quanto break porque eu livrei do console. Só por isso. Não é porque eu quis jogar o líder, o amante e o perdedor. Os irmãos Dalton.
I had been tracking those jokers for months, waiting for them to do something reckless. And finally, they did. Those stupid bastards decided to rob 2 banks at the same time in the same town where everybody knew them. But they still had friends in
Pra
Coffeeville.
porra! Olha!
You come out and I will. You gonna need a camera.
Oxe, caralho!
What are you gonna do?
Toma essa coreada feia pra caralho. Ó, aqui já não tem mais ninguém porque os caras fugiram, né? Eu acho que ele foi o primeiro jogo que eu zerei do ano.
And those friends came after me like a pack of wild dogs, tooth and nail. They were coming at me from all directions.
Caralho, tomando tiro. Foi volta.
I'm ending you.
Quer sair, seu corno? Cara, eu não sei porquê, mano, mas eu jogando esse jogo, eu tô vendo muito das músicas do Matando.
I caught sight of the Daltons running with the money and didn't want to lose them. Problem was, they knew the town better than I did. And to top it off, I found myself in the middle of another shootout entirely.
Did the Daltons hole up in somebody's house?
No, it was the Smiths, I believe. They were cousins of the Daltons. And they were shooting at the Browns, who were shooting at the Daltons. Which wasn't any surprise, because those two families have been feuding forever. And since the Joneses are related to the Browns, they shot at the Smiths, pissing off the Heimhoffers, whose daughter recently married a Smith. Well, bullets were flying every which way as all the old feuds in Kansas caught fire all at once. There was a hell of a lot of pissed off people in Coffeeville that day. But that's just the way life is sometimes. Shit happens.
Caralho. Não sei se o time superior vai dar certo de novo não, desviar de tiro quando eu tô vendo da onde tá vindo. Possivelmente aprendi um caminho. Eita, calma aí, Cornélio. Calma aí, calma aí, calma aí. Ah, não sei que foi pior que mira, eu ou você. Ó, consegui todos os segredos da fase.
Get out here!
Sim. Quantum Break é um jogo da Microsoft, pô. Se eu não me engano, ele ia sair do Game Pass, ou ele saiu e voltou do Game Pass, por causa de direito autoral de música, alguma treta que deu lá. Mas parece que ele saiu e voltou do Game Pass.
The Dalton boys knew I would never give up. Those Daltons weren't the sharpest knives in the drawer, but they always stood together. They set a trap to slow me down and allow at least 2 of them to escape. The third brother stayed behind to plant me, just in case that trap of theirs didn't work.
Se eu tivesse ido, ia tomar um madeiralite agora no meio da cara. Era até possível se dizer se eu tivesse morrido ali que eu morri porque eu tomei que eu morri com o pau na cara. Eita, caralho, essa parte aqui não é boa não.
It was Emmett, the youngest, and he decided to stand his ground and face me down.
I ain't afraid of you, Silas Greaves. This is where it ends for you.
Da hora,
He was determined to protect his brothers. I understood how he felt. Taking me on all by his lonesome wasn't exactly a recipe for a long life.
Corre que o corno tá puto.
You ain't getting by me, Greaves. You are dead, law dog. Gonna beat you like a red-headed stepchild. I'm gonna tear you apart. I'm gonna cut you in
Ai,
half.
porra.
You messed with the wrong damn Dalton. I'll blow your damn head clean off.
Caralho, eu tinha C4 moscando.
It's home.
Acabou agora, acabou C4.
Plant you where you stand.
Ah, tira no saco é muita sacanagem, cara.
You ain't getting by me, Greaves.
Porra.
Gonna send you to the bone orchard.
Nossa, daí já é.
But Emmett Dalton survived the robbery in Coffeyville. He's the only Dalton who did.
They say he was shot 23 times.
Well, Dwight, who do you think put all those damn holes in him? But I have to admit, that boy had grit.
Cara, vou dar uma corrida no banheiro ali, já volto. Tá. rolar um